Welcome to Sports Based Radio. I'm your host, Laquane Copeland, joined alongside by my co-host,
Stephen Good, aka Boudah, and we have a very special guest today. His name is Deezy. He is a rapper and an entrepreneur outside of Buckingham. So, what was the inspiration to get this all started? Like, to get the rap and the videos, what was your inspiration to get this started?
Kind of inspiration was just for the foremost, just being an artist, you know. You know, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, I grew up watching videos of artists and all of that, so, I mean, it came down to a point where it's like, man, you know, I wanna create those videos. You know what I'm saying? I like the artists turning up in the videos.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to paint that picture out to the people. I want that, you know what I'm saying? And being an artist, I mean, that's just in my bloodline, you know what I'm saying? My family music, you know. My pops here DJ, you know what I'm saying? He don't do too many big gigs. He kind of keep it on the corporate side, you know, just doing small
but I mean, still,
You know, I grew up around music, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was go-go, whether it was gospel music, whether it was hardcore hip-hop, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Depending on who I was with, I grew up around all of that.
Right. Wow, man. Yeah, that's a lot. That's heavy, yo. Out of all that artistry, which one do you kind of like dive into the most? Because that's a lot of artistry. You talked about photography. You talked about, you know, all this type of filming. You talked about production and music. I mean, which one are you the most like heavy at?
I mean, it's always gonna be on the recording artist side, you know, because that's what I started doing, you know.
Right.
I was in the game doing that, you know. So it's like, the other ones, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like a hustle, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't ever want to stop learning.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I'm steady thinking of other ways to generate income, to build with other artists and all of that. So, you know, the music is always going to be the biggest passion inside of it, for real. So.
Now, is it rapping or producing?
It's rapping, it's straight rap.
Straight rapping?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried to make it beats, but that ain't working.
Fly Life 3. You dropped that, what, this spring?
Yeah, no, I actually dropped Fly Life 3 in August, my birthday. I dropped that.
Alright, so what can we expect from it, for those who haven't heard?
I mean, right now, you know what I'm saying, I'm just focused on the back end of things, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I did a couple visuals, you know. My next move is actually an actual album, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to push the album independent, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, as far as Fly Life 3, you know, I kind of set the point what I want to do with that visual-wise. I got a couple more visuals coming, but, you know what I'm saying, the main focus right now is the album.
Alright, that was just keep putting music out? Alright.
You know what I'm saying, to a certain extent, because as an artist, you don't want to keep flooding them. But at the same time, you got to know when to flood them. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just keep dropping, but you got to know timing, you know what I'm saying? You got to be perfect timing, you feel me? So,
can you elaborate more on that? What do you mean when you say perfect timing? I mean, do you mean like...
You gotta know when they want it, you know? You just gotta know when the artists want that music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can drop a mixtape in January, you can drop a mixtape in March, but, you know what I'm saying, if the people don't want to hear it, they're not going to check for it.
Right.
You know, and you got to pay attention to that. As an artist, you can't just put out music and sleep on it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Sleep on your fan base. You got to know, like, you got to get on Instagram, you got to get on Snapchat, you got to get on Twitter. You got to email blast, you know what I'm saying? You got to send them messages. You know, some people don't like that, but at the end of the day, you got to know who really rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? You got to know who want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? You got to know where your fans at. Because it might not always be in those strip clubs. You might end up getting played in college clubs, you know what I'm saying? You might always get played in this club. You might end up performing at birthday parties, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. So you got to know where your fans are, where your supporters.
Right. All right. Do you, is it a certain artist in the game that you, I ain't gonna say want to emulate, but that maybe somebody random that you see in the street might be like, damn, man, you hot. You sound just like Blase, or maybe, you know, you kind of maybe similar.
Not really. I mean, I don't really get those compliments, you know. Like, I don't really, like, people don't usually tell me I sound like nobody. I mean, I you know, in my opinion, it's a good thing, but, you know, it could be bad, maybe you know, some people like listening to other people because they sound like other people. You know? For me, I don't really try to be nobody else, you know. I just try to be myself. So.
Well, shit. Me personally, I definitely think that's a good thing if some people, like, they listen to you, but they don't think that you emulate another person or sound like another person, because at the end of the day, all these artists that's mainstream right now made it to where they are right now because of diversity, because they got their own sound. A lot of people will tell you that, you know, a lot of this down south music from hell, some would say that the Migos, but from other ones, Lil Uzi Vert.
You know, I don't bow down to nobody, you know what I'm saying? But I praise those artists for doing what they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, people judge them all the time, but you gotta look at it like, you got somebody like Yachty, for example.
Right.
This man just dropped his own distribution of clothing with Nautica, right?
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta look at things like that. You gotta look at it like, this man, like, look at his entourage. He had his whole entourage on. His whole entourage is modeling for that company. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This man's probably one of the youngest ones in it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta look at it like that. You can't always go off of, oh, he sound like this, or his music is this, his music is that. That's showing that he's a businessman. He's not just a rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody can get in the studio and rap.
True.
But you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at what they're doing. Like Gucci Man, if I'm not mistaken, he just did a little partnership with Reebok. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, you know what I'm saying? Networks and reaching out and making stuff happen. So,
So, if you could work with any artist in the game right now, what would be your dream, you know, collaboration with? What would be your dream feature?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. As far as artists, if it was a female, I would say Beyonce or Rihanna.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I can make something pop with them. Or even Taylor Swift. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we can make a hit.
Yeah.
I feel like we could climb the Billboard. You feel me?
Yeah.
That type of money. You know. If it's like on the male rapper side, I mean, there's many people, man. I'll work with the Futures. You know what I'm saying? I'll work with Yachty and them. You know what I'm saying? Uzi Vert. You know what I'm saying? Lil Baby hot right now.
Right.
You know, I rock with him.
Right.
Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I grew up listening to Jay-Z, 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? I love to get in the studio and kick it with them because I feel like they can teach me a lot. But at the same time, I'm a young person, so I feel like I could get in the studio with Yachty and them, you know what I'm saying? I could make something, but as far as like, you know, it's different lanes, you know what I'm saying? Like I could do different things with different people.
Right.
You know, if you working with them, you know what I'm saying? Different aspects, I could work with different people, but
right.
Wow, that's heavy, man. Who do you think reminds you of Eminem? I know that's a crazy question, but I've been listening to this dude music lately. For real, man, I know it's crazy. I've been listening to this dude music lately, man. I'm like, man, this dude reminds me of Eminem a little bit, or, you know, I'm just chirping.
What's the dude's name? Logic?
Logic?
Yeah, Logic, that's his name. I beat them one time, you know, and I seen a lot of comments, you know, where they said that, and I could see the similarity because he be spitting, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say he on Eminem level, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like he the only person that I know that I've seen that reminds me of him, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, I'm going to tell you who I was talking about. Oh, you should have heard.
I would say, because the one I was going to talk about, I don't think either of you know.
G-Eazy.
I know who he is.
I heard of him, but I never really peeped.
You never really peeped?
Yeah, I know who he is.
You know who he is?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he got like an Eminem flow, like the old Eminem though, like the raw Eminem, the Eminem before he was Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, I mean, I was thinking that you might have heard him.
I ain't gonna lie, I heard of him. You know, I just never tuned into him. You know what I'm saying? To see.
Right. So who the hardest local artist around here, other than yourself?
I ain't the type to vouch for myself because I feel like nobody's best because I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like there should be no competition.
Right.
So I don't feel like nobody's better than nobody.
Okay.
I feel like it's all about, you know, thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what's up here.
Right.
It's not always about being the best rapper. Right. It's always, you know what I'm saying, who thinks the best, who moves the best, you know what I'm saying?
Who's the best promoter for himself.
Who markets the best.
Yeah.
Because you can be the hottest person spending a 16, but, you know what I'm saying, you can't invest $16 into your 16 dollars, and you know what you got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's different ways to look at it, but, you know, I don't really think there's nobody's best, you know what I'm saying? I salute everybody locally that's working. Because being a director, you know, I don't work with different people, so far.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I support those people for one, you know what I'm saying? Even giving me the time to build with them and network with them and climb my ladder, you know what I'm saying, with them, really. You know what I'm saying? And then on the other end, I salute them for grinding, you know what I'm saying, and putting forth effort into that career. So.
Right.
Right. Well, let me ask it to you this way then. What's a rapper that's local that maybe don't get promoted as much or maybe not heard of as much? Like, what's a rapper that you know right now that's hot, that name is not really out there? Like, that just come to mind.
There's a lot of people, man. Like, everybody that, I mean, I can name a handful. You know what I mean? Like, the people that's not on, like, people that's not in the industry.
Like, people that's not in the industry, just one name.
I mean, I can name a lot of people. You got, you know, we started off in the Buck, you know what I'm saying? You got Bro. Bro's been grinding for a minute.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I came in this with Bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When we was young, you know what I'm saying? 8th, 9th grade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got Z Montana. You know what I'm saying? That's Cuz.
Z?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Z Montana.
You working the Y?
Yeah.
I
don't know if he still work there, but yeah.
Yeah, but I be at the Y with him though. I ain't know he rap, yo.
Yeah, that's Cuz, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah?
That's my boy.
Cool as mother.
Yeah, that's who him, you know what I'm saying? He be in the cut, you know what I'm saying? But he got some spark though, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Salute everybody that rock with me, you know what I'm saying? You got people out of, you got people out of Farmville that be rapping, you know what I'm saying? I work with plenty of people in Farmville.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got people like Sosa Otto, Rich Honcho, you got Baby Boy, you got, who else? You can spread it out to Cumberland, you got Tay Boy, you got, who else? You know what I'm saying? Everybody that I really work with, you know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody. Nottaway too.
Yeah. The boy Charles Lee Ray.
Yeah. I heard of him. You got,
Charlie Ward.
Yeah, Gum Gambino. I just did a video with him. You know what I'm saying? Salute him. You know, we actually gonna drop that in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's grinding, you know what I'm saying? I salute them. You know what I'm saying? I might not know everybody personally, but you know what I'm saying? If I see you grinding, Stick Boy, you know what I'm saying? If I see you grinding, I know what I'm saying? I peep you, so salute you. You know what I'm saying? You got people in Charlottesville. You know what I'm saying? You got Glitterati Global out there. You know what I'm saying? You got the whole camp out there.
You heard of T Nice?
Nice. No, I don't think I heard it.
He's from Farmville.
I might gotta look into it.
T Nice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got New Boss Life, you know what I'm saying? I don't do business with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Salute them and what they got going on. I wish them the best of success. You know, everybody.
Hey, it's crazy because you just named a whole lot of names, and everybody that you named, out of all the guys you just named, I know about 80% of them. Yeah. And out of the 80% of them I know, about 80% of them can really rap.
And excuse me, you know, my bad if I miss anybody.
No, it's big. It's heavy. It's heavy. But you think about it, what would it take for like a small place like this roundabout place in Virginia to have like a heavy market in this music stuff like Atlanta or it can never be that big?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say it can't be that big because
there's so much talent around here. Like, what would it take?
The artists can be that big.
Right.
The community and the support may not be that big because we don't have that many people out here.
Right. Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, as far as the artists, they can blow up and be the biggest thing in the world. If you put your mind, you invest, you're passionate about what you do, you don't let what the next man's opinion ruin what you got in front of you in your future.
Right.
I feel like that's what a lot of artists do. You know what I'm saying? They look at it like, oh, John Doe don't mess with Bob Joe, so I'm not gonna mess with Mark Joe. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I feel like that gets in the way of, you know what I'm saying, the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, I feel like if you stab me once, I'm not gonna give you the chance to even look at me the second time.
I know that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it. So I'm like, if that man don't rock with me, so what? You feel me?
Right.
I mean, like I told you, I came in this young, you know what I'm saying? So I came in this, I mean, at one point it was like 8 or 9 of us, you know what I'm saying, in one group.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now you narrow it down and it's like 2 or 3 of us that's moving together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's not because of no beef or no hate or nothing like that, but it's just the fact of investing, you know what I'm saying? You can't invest with the wrong people because it's not going to work.
Right.
You can't sit at the table like we're doing right now, and talk, you know what I'm saying, and build a network with the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? Because where is that going to get you? If that man over there feel like, oh, I don't want to go to those shows, or I don't want to get in the studio, right. You know what I'm saying? I want to go hang out with these people and drink all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to get you nowhere.
Right. Yeah, they have to be passionate.
Because you got to look at it. The music is a business. You know what I'm saying? It's not the playground. You know what I'm saying? It's not the gym. If you want to do those things, go to those places.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? You're in the business, so you got to look at it like that, regardless if that man is your cousin, that man is your brother, that man is your school, whatever the case is.
Right.
You got to look at it as business.
Business is business.
You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time, just because that's your man don't mean he got to be a part of everything.
Right.
He can move with you, but that don't mean he got to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If he bringing something to the table, then that's a different story.
Right.
I mean, my advice to people, you know what I'm saying, if you're looking at the whole local area, you know what I'm saying, to make things better, unity is the main thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Coming together, thinking together. You know what I'm saying? And the hatred, it's always going to be love and hate.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? None of us can control that.
Yeah.
But we just need more love out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah, you just need more love. It's the bottom line.
Yeah,
The moral of the story, just need more love and support.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line, man. Well, man, it's been good, man. You know, sitting there talking this music stuff, you know, but you know, it's time for me to, you know.
You've been talking about this since the day.
Yeah, since I've been here, right? Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man, I'm gonna take a little break. We're gonna take a little break, and then after that, we're gonna come back with some more.
Already.
Go.
All right, appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, we back, Sports-Based Radio. We back in the building, off of a good segment with my boy Deezy.
Hey, man, for sure, man. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, man, we appreciate you, man. You lit it. You gave us, you know what I'm saying, the goods. You gave us the goods.
Already, man.
Yeah. But I'm gonna get into it right now. You know, we're about to get into this sports, little NFL talk. And first off, I just want to just come out there. Who the team to beat right now? Who you looking at right now in the AFC or in the NFC? That is like the team that you're looking at and you watching right now. You like, oh.
Well, right now I probably have to go with the Rams. Because as much as everybody's going to say the Eagles, they're not going to, if they do make the playoffs, I think they're too young to do anything. And the Rams have such a high-powered offense. So right now, it's probably the Rams are, you know, you got to dethrone the champ. You still have to dethrone the Pats.
The Pats?
You still have to dethrone them.
So who is it?
Probably the Pats still. It's got to be the Pats right now.
You want to know
they are the team to beat.
You want to know the irony of this situation?
What?
And it's crazy that we don't sit here and kind of like go through all of what we're going to say. Because I could have sat here easily right now and said the Philadelphia Eagles, I mean, they're 8-1, they flying high, they got an MVP quarterback, they got arguably the best defense in the league, they got the whole city of Philly behind them. I'm on this fan page right now called Highly Debatable with number of Philadelphians. And all they do is give me a hard time because they know I die hard with these boys.
For sure, man.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Cowboy, I die hard. But anyway, I could easily say that, but it's the Rams.
Yeah.
It is the Rams. I mean, Carson Wentz get all this hype, and rightfully so. That boy is amazing.
I seen him get down, man, a few times.
That boy is amazing. But so is Goff. Goff was drafted #1, right? Carson Wentz was drafted #2. Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott last year got off to this flying high start where they basically didn't look like rookies, especially Dak Prescott, but Wentz to a lesser degree. Goff had his struggles. But now that he's officially got him a real coach, and Sean McVay,
which still pisses me off. That's just me.
They finally
so
got.
Actually, now that I think about it, the Rams have to thank us twice.
All right, thank you twice. But look, they thinking something else right now because I'm gonna tell you, they finally got that coach that can actually coach quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Because Jeff Fisher couldn't coach.
No, he's defensive coach.
He couldn't coach nothing. He's the most overrated quarterback in NFL history. Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
What make you say that?
What make I say that?
What was the
most overrated quarterback? Or you mean coach?
All right, most overrated coach. Most overrated coach. Why I say that? Because he's regarded as one of the best coaches. But if you really look at at like his win-loss percentage. I'm not 100% of where it at right now. So if you're listening, and you calling me a liar, you can go ahead and look. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I know that it's losing. He's a losing coach that made it to one Super Bowl. He made it to one Super Bowl.
Right.
I mean, he lost, but he made it to one Super Bowl, and he's regarded as like this great coach. I mean, he sucked. I think he's the most overrated coach in NFL history. I mean, that's just me. They couldn't get rid of him fast enough.
Back to so that's your NFC. Who's the team to beat in the AFC?
In the AFC?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be the Pats, simply because.
We don't agree too much.
I know, man. I hate it. I hate it. But it's real though. I mean, it's simply because they hoodwinked us again.
Yeah,
they hoodwinked us again. The Chiefs come from Arrowhead to New England. They beat up on them.
Yeah.
You know, we all say, you know, Tom Brady's 40. No one's ever done it past 40. Max Kellerman said he's going to fall off a cliff. We fall into the hype. Their defense is scattered. No one's on their defense from last year that was on there from this year, except for the McCoys of the world and the Patrick Chungs of the world.
And yet they're still 6-2.
Yeah, they're 6-2, and we thought they would be bad. And then all of a sudden,
well, there's a lot of teams out there that everybody thought was going to be good, and they're not. Or there was teams that everybody thought was going to be bad, and they're not.
All right, well,
this year is throwing me off a lot.
Who is good in the NFL that you thought would be bad?
Philly. I did not see them 8-1, and you can sit here and say that I'm wrong, but ain't nobody think that Philly was going to be 8-1. And then another one.
So you thought they would be bad?
I don't think they'd be necessarily.
That's what I'm asking. Who is good that you thought would be bad?
Oh, okay. You talking like have still like a losing record?
Yeah.
Okay. Oakland. No, well, sorry, that'd be bad. Who I thought would be good. Sorry. Oakland would be the opposite of that for me. Yeah. I thought they were going to be the team that dethroned the Pats.
Right.
And yeah, injuries, affected them early on with Carr getting hurt. But Mark Cooper,
right.
I haven't heard his name all season.
Right.
He's been dropping passes like it's nothing. Khalil Mack is still doing him, but he can only do so much by himself. And Carr, ever since he got hurt, he just hasn't looked the same. I know his first injury was his knee. You're never going to be the same after that, especially if you're a mobile quarterback.
So you don't think he's going to get back to the stardom which gave him that $25 million?
From this point on, it's not the point of his physical being able to, it's his mental. And I'm not saying able to read the defense or anything, it's just being able to get past that fear. Because every person who has a big injury like that, they automatically going to have fear. If they cut a certain way, is my knee going to blow?
Right.
You can't sit here and tell me that these running backs, point guards in the NBA or whatever, they tear their ACL, they have an injury that just destroys them. That fear is going to be there in them no matter what, and he's going to throw the game. So from here on, for him, it's all mental.
Right. Think so?
Yeah, I think he's physically okay. I think it's just mental. Once when he mentally gets past that wall of
Derek Carr.
Yeah. Once when he gets past that mental wall of, all right, he trusts his leg now, or he trusts his back to be good, they'll be fine. He will be the leader for that team that they need. But until then, and maybe he needs a whole nother season, because last year he surprised the world. So, but Oakland was probably one of the biggest, and Minnesota.
If I were to say which team I thought would be bad, but is actually good, to me it's easily Saxonville Jaguars.
That's a good one.
Saxonville.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And the reason why I say that, I've actually advocated for this team. I thought that this team would actually be a good team last year. I mean, I looked at all these pieces that they got on defense, and your Jalen Ramsey and your Miles Jack and And then they got all those guys on the defensive line, Calais Campbell, Malik Watson.
Right.
You know, now they got the boy from the Bills, Marcel Darius. So that, you know, that defensive line is heavy. Not to mention the guys that they signed in the offseason, but my biggest hiccup with them, I thought, would be the quarterback. Bortles. I thought that Bortles was
this season.
Huh?
He's done good this season.
Yeah, he's kind of shocked me. I mean, I guess you don't got to do much because those guys, they can actually run the ball now.
Yeah.
So once you can actually run the ball, you know, that set up play action. And then they sacking the quarterback. They constantly getting second chances. So, I mean, hey, they got a great recipe for success. Then they go out and get my boy Barry Church.
Yeah.
They still got Tayshaun Gibson.
Right.
They loaded.
Now, here's a question I always have to ask people. This season, the NFL has been riddled with injuries. They have been. You know, you lost J.J. Watt to start it off, then Aaron Rodgers, OBJ. You just lost the Rookie of the Year, who also was looking like the MVP, in Deshaun Watson.
Right.
Richard Sherman just ruptured his Achilles.
That sucks.
Yeah, he's out for this. There's a lot of star players. Eric Berry, I think, is out for the season, if I'm not mistaken.
But you know what Philadelphia fans would tell you?
But their left tackle's out for the season.
Yeah, but
Tyron Smith.
But you know what they would tell you? What you're saying right now?
What?
You're making excuses.
I can be saying
that's what they would tell you.
But a year ago, oh, we had a rookie quarterback. Oh, we had injuries. So I don't want to hear from Philly fans.
That's what they would tell you.
The most
arrogant
fans in the world, besides you Dallas fans.
I've seen a lot of that this year.
Yeah.
Arrogant Philly fans.
You know what I mean? It's just like,
you know, Dallas is. I think when it comes to Dallas, man, they more consistent.
Y'all are ride or die.
It's always a new Philly fan.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Golden State. You know, like Golden State for basketball. Out of nowhere, everybody's Golden State fan. It's just, where'd y'all come from?
I just gotta say something about that too, man. Let me go on my little rant right quick. Just let me have my little rant.
I'll let you go.
I will tell you that Tyron Smith and Sean Lee are the reason why Atlanta stumped us 27-7. And you will look me dead in my eye and tell me that I'm making an excuse. But it's not like I'm saying Zeke. I'm saying my quarterback's blind side, and I'm saying my emotional leader on defense. And I will also tell you that I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to my head coach and my GM. I'm talking to my people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's sad. There's no way that you can tell me that if you take one defender off the field, that now you're horrible. That you don't went from a 10 to a 2. But it's real. That is what it is. But it shouldn't be that way. There's no way. As good as Sean Lee is, there's no way that if you take him off that field, that now can't nobody tackle a running back. Now there's gaping holes wide as a transfer truck. Now the running back's getting down the field 10 yards before he's even getting touched. That should not happen. What that's telling me is you have no depth. What that's telling me is you believe in Jalen Smith to a fault. You believe in that boy so much that you can't even admit to being wrong. You can't even admit to being wrong because you wasted a second-round pick on a guy. So now you just want to keep losing. You just want to keep on getting gashed. But when Sean Lee in there, it don't look like that. So what you telling me is that left tackle Tyron Smith, which is a beast.
Yeah.
Chaz Green got his ass whooped all day long. Claiborne looked like the second coming to Lawrence Taylor. He had 6 sacks and a fumble and a strip fumble. When did you look? I went back and watched the tape. We did 40 pass plays. Do you know how many times Jason Garrett and Scott Linehan helped him? And when I say help, for the listeners who don't know what I mean by help, I mean, yeah, you can come in, yeah. When I say help, I mean send a running back over the chip.
Yeah.
Line a tight end over to help.
Yeah.
I would have done that every single play once I seen that Chaz Green couldn't handle him. Like I said, Claiborne made him look like the second coming of Lawrence Taylor. It's impossible. It is impossible. If I'm a fan and I can sit here and see this shit, there is no possible way that you can't sit here and see it and do something about it. If you the head coach making $6 million a year, I ain't making it. But I can see it. I can come up with a solution. Why can't you? Tell me why can't he? I want to know why can't he?
There's two things. There's two reasons why I'm glad you brought this up. For one, this brings us into the NFC East. And why I'm glad it brings us there, and for those who watched our past shows, what did you say about Dallas's defense before the season started?
What did I say?
You said they were going to be one of the top-ranked defenses.
I said eventually.
No.
I said they would ascend. I said they would ascend like Atlanta, just like Atlanta.
And
I still feel that way. But you take Sean Lee away, and you got me, and that's fucked up. It shouldn't be that way.
And I will even admit I was wrong on this one. What did we say Dallas was going to be record-wise? What ranking did we put them? Both of us.
Huh?
What ranking did both of us put Dallas in the NFC East?
Number 1.
Right, by a long shot.
I don't know about long shot. I mean,
and y'all
like,
right now,
what type of long shot?
I saw it by 4 games.
4 games.
Because I'm telling you now.
So I said we was gonna go 13-3. So you thought the next team would go 9-7.
Yeah, because this was my prediction. I said this a while ago. I said this way before the season started. It was going to go Dallas, Washington, and you could either flip Philly and the Giants around. And everybody looked at me like I was crazy. Everybody looked at me like I was on drugs. Everybody looked at me like I had...
Man, you just said you ain't think nothing of Philly, man.
I didn't. At the beginning of the season, I did not. Nobody thought Philly was going to be like this. And anybody who can sit here and look me in my damn face and tell me, yeah, we expected us to be 8-1, you are a damn liar. That is a bold-faced lie. Even Philly didn't expect Philly to be at this point.
Sure, you be surprised. I bet Philly did think Philly was sure.
At 8-1, 8-1.
Man, look.
They probably hope to be 8-1.
But there's a difference between hoping and believing.
Hey, look. Shout out to Rick Thompson. You know, highly debatable. I can remember. He was on the show. He damn sure came on there and said, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Eagles going to the Super Bowl. My man Chris Cherry almost fell out his chair. He said, Eagles going to the Super Bowl. Eagles going to the Super Bowl. But he believed it in his heart. Nobody.
That's because he's a diehard fan.
Okay then, somebody believed it.
But there's also a point of being a realist. Like,
he was real to himself.
But I'm just saying.
He was real.
You and me.
I felt like we was going to keep rolling last year. When we went 13-3 last year, I felt it. I want a homer or a front runner. I felt it. I was being real with me.
But what I'm trying to say, the three of us right here, right now, and did you think Philly was going to be 8-1 right now?
Coming in the season, nah.
Me neither.
Exactly. So that's
I'm just saying
that's how I had it. NFC East, that's how I had it. Philly has stunned me.
All right.
Y'all haven't stunned me, but I think Zeke killed y'all. And I'll go into this here in a minute.
Tired of smelling.
No. I'll say exactly why Zeke killed y'all here in a minute.
That getting put on his back.
Yeah, I'll tell y'all here in a minute. Washington was picked to be dead last in the NFC East by winning only 5 games. We were told that we were going to only win 5 games.
We're third.
But here's what I'm saying. We beat Oakland. We're one of 2 teams to beat LA. We just lost to Minnesota by some stupid ass plays. I'm telling you now.
Bro, we supposed to beat y'all by 4 touchdowns.
Okay, but did you? No, and we are going now into your home stadium with that big ass Jumbotron where you will see Zeke. I'm sorry, he's not going to be there. You know why he ain't going to be there? Because he was stupid enough not to just take it. I understand you want to clear your name. I get it. But when it comes, no.
Man, don't sound like that. No. Because you like, I understand you want to clear your name.
No.
So a girl say you hit her, you just going to take it?
Let me have my rant. You had your rant, let me have mine, all right? I understand you want to clear your name. I get it. Trust me. I understand you want to clear your name. I understand you don't want to be looked at as this guy. I get it. But there's also a point in time where right now, and I understand what he's doing for himself as a person, he's looking out for himself. Which I'm not saying he's wrong for. But does it hurt the team? Yes, because now y'all are in the stretch for the playoffs. Y'all are in the stretch for the wild card. You are not going to have your star running back now. I understand you are missing Tyron Smith. You're right. You are missing Sean Lee. You are also right. But one man and Sean Lee should not affect your whole defense.
Exactly.
Why it does?
But it does.
Why? Then you need to call Dallas up right now and talk to their locker room.
That's what I just said. I just said that.
I know, and I'm agreeing with you.
I just said that. But it's not the locker room. It's the coaches.
Tyron Smith. Him being hurt affects your passing game, but what also affects your passing game is not having a good running game. Not having a running game that can take the pressure off your quarterback.
True.
Alfred Morris, Alfred Morris, I loved him.
But you can't run the ball if you can't get out of the blocks. I don't care if you got Barry Sanders. You got to get out of the block. He did. But still, he didn't always did.
But if you look at Zeke last year, and we even talked about this. If you look at Zeke last year, you and I even talked about this. Do you give more props to your offensive line, or do you give more props to Zeke?
Me?
Yeah. Who do you?
I would say give more props.
Yeah. Right. I mean, I'm about 50-50 with it. I'm giving the props to the line, but at the same time, Zeke is a superficial running back. Right. Meaning there are times where there's not a hole, and he make a hole like on crucial 3rd and 1.
You showed me a play in Pittsburgh. I remember the play like it was yesterday. What was it? 3rd and 10. And he ran down the sideline.
You talking about the screenplay?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's
when there was no blocking really.
Nah, it was blocking.
But not to where he should have gotten as far as he did.
Yeah, he wants to score. Other running backs want a first down. When he touched the ball, he literally wants to score. It's a mindset, right? And I'm missing that. But that's not the biggest problem, though.
No. Now you're taking that out. You have now an offense without one of the biggest stars.
Right.
Y'all are going to go, and mark my words, what's today's date? The 14th? 15th?
Right.
November 15th.
Right.
Mark my words, y'all are going to lose out of the next 4 weeks that he's gone, y'all are going to go 3-4.
We'll see, man. You saying a lot. But I don't hear you saying nothing. You saying a lot.
Whatever time that is, because I can't read the clock very fast.
You saying a lot. What we'll do, man? We'll take a break. We'll go to break. We'll wrap it up.
Be right back.
Chill, man. We back. Sports-based radio. Hey, sorry about how I went out that time, man. I had a little blooper in my blooper. But anyway, I'm back like a hooper. Speaking of the hooper, we about to go into this basketball, man. You know what I mean? We're going to talk a little basketball, you know, right. About 15 games in for some.
Yeah.
14 in for some.
Yeah.
16 in for some, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever.
But, I don't know. It's early right now. You got the Cavs looking mediocre as I don't know what. You got Golden State still doing Golden State things, despite Durant missing a couple games. They still don't fall off. They still do what they do. But it's this team, man, that on opening night, it was this gruesome injury. It was like the worst I ever seen almost, other than the Kevin Well in Louisville.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. His ankle was one way, his leg was the other way. I screamed, I cringed, I jumped out of my sofa.
I had to walk away for a second.
Yeah.
I felt
it. Yeah, I felt it for a second.
But this team, though, they're 13-2 on a 13-game winning streak after sliding the first 2 games. The Celtics. Is this sustainable? Is this for real? Or is this just fool's gold? Is this just beginner's luck? Is this just start of the season, you know, ass kicking?
It's hard for me to really say. To give you my complete, I can't go one way or the other. I really can't at this point in time. And I know people are going to be like, well, you have to have one side or the other. Not really. You have to give this team a little bit more time to, because right now, if their bench has surprised me, I will say that.
Who's the surprise off the bench? Like who?
I can't really give a name right off the top of my bag. Like I said, I don't really follow Boston a whole lot.
Okay.
I really don't.
Yeah.
but
I say Rozier. Terry Rozier. Yeah.
I heard you thinking about it this season.
Yeah, I say Terry Rozier. I mean, I knew he could play. We knew he could play. You know, I followed Louisville heavy. I knew he could play, but he struggled with consistency. But he's actually making plays. He reminds me of young Bobby Jackson from Sacramento back in the day.
Yeah.
That's what he reminded me of.
The strange thing about Boston is that they give up 3 players for a player who suffered a huge injury.
Who?
Oh, sorry, no, they gave up what? They gave up 2 players and a draft pick or some money.
For who?
For Hayward.
Hayward was a free agent.
No, what was the trade that because they got rid of
Hayward was a free agent. They got rid of Avery Bradley
there we
for the
go.
Morris twins.
Thank you. Yeah. Then they gave up well, Crowder's gone.
Crowder gone. Oh, you talking about they gave up all that for Kyrie Irving?
Yeah, for Kyrie, sorry.
It's brilliant.
To give up so many players for just one guy?
It's brilliant.
At the beginning of the season, I thought they were going to be a lost cause. I'm not saying that they weren't going to be good, but they weren't going to be the Celtics. You know what I mean? They weren't going to be how they are now.
So you don't know if they're for real or not?
I can't really say yet. I have to
Alright.
give it
What you think?
a month.
What you think, man?
Give it a month.
Gotta see.
Yeah. Gotta give it a month.
Give it a little time. Hey man, they play the Lakers.
Yeah.
Nah. Sixers.
Which you get to see one of the biggest busts.
Oh. Hey look. I think the Celtics for real, like real talk. I mean, when you look at the way this roster is assembled, it's not assembled to win right away once you take Gordon Hayward out of the picture. But what we didn't know is they knew more than what we thought we knew.
Right.
Because all of a sudden now the boy, young Jason Tatum, is ready to win.
Right.
And that's rare. You always see like a young boy that come in and flash potential, right?
Right.
You know, he showed that he can play. He showed that he can do some things. But one thing he always do is lack consistency. One night he'll have 20 points, one night he won't score at all.
And that's one thing you have to have, man.
Yeah, consistency. But this boy is ready to win. This boy is making winning plays. This boy is playing with winning IQ. This boy is playing with winning acumen. He got a winning mentality. He's making picks. He's diving to the basket. You know, he's slashing. He's backdoor cutting. He's running off screen. He's doing everything that when you watch a team like Golden State or the Spurs do, when you watch a coach like Popovich, or you study the coaches like Coach K, it's like this kid, but he's been like this. He's been polished since a sophomore. He's had an arsenal with the mid range and the pull up and everything.
Right.
I mean, and then you got the kid Jaylen Brown. I mean, I'm not saying this team is ready to contend like win a title for real, but are they for real as in top 3, top 2, keep winning? This ain't a fluke. I think they're for real.
Speaking of Tatum, do you put him as Rookie of the Year? As of now, is he the top rookie? And let me start off by saying, true rookie. Not Ben Simmons, who got
Ben Simmons a rookie, man.
I have a question.
Ben Simmons a rookie.
I have one question. Just to trump this. I have one question.
7-foot point guard.
I have one question to trump this.
What?
If you are a freshman and you get hurt, the next year you play, are you still a freshman or are you a sophomore? You're a sophomore.
Hold on, when did you get hurt? Ask me that question. When did you get hurt?
Freshman year.
You get hurt freshman year, but you don't play?
It doesn't matter.
No. Is that what you asked me? You get hurt freshman year and don't play?
But you don't play, yes. Are you a freshman or are you a sophomore? You are a sophomore.
You are a red shirt freshman. That's what you are.
You are a sophomore.
You are a red shirt freshman. If you get hurt in training camp, the other team, the team that you got hurt for, will red shirt you, which means you don't play, which means that next year you still be a freshman, which means you still got 4 more years of eligibility, which means you was a freshman.
He's a sophomore.
He's a freshman. I just answered your question for you.
You are in your second.
He's a red shirt freshman.
In your second year. Just because you get hurt,
he's a red shirt freshman.
It don't matter. So
did he play? Hold on. Who got more NBA experience as far as playing time on the court? Lonzo Ball and Ben Simmons. I'll wait.
Tied. But he got drafted. He got drafted. So he is technically not a rookie.
Who got more playing? Who got more on the court playing time?
Technically,
Ben Simmons or Jason Tatum?
Probably Ben Simmons because he gets more minutes. Just to get technical on this. But here's my point in this. Disclude Ben Simmons because this can be an argument. Disclude Ben Simmons. Who is your best and who is your worst rookie? Disclude Ben Simmons because we can argue for this for hours. Disclude Ben Simmons. Who is your best and who is your worst? As of right now.
Mike, cut it, yo. Shit went out.
What, the headphones?
Yeah.
Keep going. That's not going to stop nothing. Keep going. Your headphones?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep going, keep going.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear it. It just sounds like different.
Alright.
Damn, my bad. Technical difficulties, malfunctioning.
It's all good.
It's all good. It's all gravy. Still checkmate, checkmate. Yeah. Ben Simmons is a freshman, man.
No,
and I ain't hearing none of that. He a redshirt freshman. His experience, as far as with all these other rookies, is the same. Everybody is the same. He didn't play preseason. He didn't play not one game of the regular season. He is a rookie.
That's not my problem.
Who the worst? All right. Who the worst rookie?
Markelle Fultz.
Markelle Fultz?
Markelle Fultz.
How Markelle Fultz? Oh, because he can't. Because
no. He was the #1 draft pick.
Right.
Philly traded up to get him.
Right.
He averages 6 points per game. I think a rebound and an assist. He can't shoot the ball to save his life. He can't shoot a free throw to save his life. Hell, I'm right-handed, but I can shoot the ball left-handed and make it more than he can normally. I understand it's a shoulder injury, but I don't think his shoulders hurt anymore. I think it's mental. He was supposed to be the next thing. He was supposed to be the next it. He had the it factor. He came out saying, I'm not striving for Rookie of the Year, I'm striving for MVP, which is great to have. But you can't shoot a free throw? A damn free throw. Come on. Seriously, my son can shoot better free throws than him, and he is 6.
I tell you what.
I bet you money I count on my son making more free throws than him.
Well, you better get him right then so he get you out the hood.
I'm just saying, Markelle Fultz to me was supposed to be, you know, the next.
The next what? Lonzo Ball, they talking about him supposed to be the next Magic Johnson.
No, that's his dad.
His dad?
That's his dad.
His dad?
His dad
I done heard a lot of people.
His dad also said
I done heard a lot of people compare him to Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson was 6'9". Was 6'9".
Okay, Lonzo 6'7". That's still a tall point guard. 6'9", 6'6", 6'7", 6'8".
Plus, Magic could pass a billion times better than Lonzo. Blindfolded.
They said that's Lonzo's best attribute, and I agree.
This is his dad. His dad also said.
Get off the ball.
His dad also said that he could beat Michael Jordan one-on-one if they're both in the. So this is his dad talking. You know, his dad needs to stop worrying about Lonzo and start worrying about his son that just got out of jail. That's what the hell he needs to do.
I'm gonna tell you.
Big Baller Brand.
Big Baller Brand. I'm with Big Baller Brand.
Nah.
Hey, look, man. I'm gonna look at this camera right now. Lonzo Ball is trash. When I say trash, I mean garbage truck juice trash. I mean, yeah. And you wanna know what y'all try to do? This is what y'all try to do. Y'all try to take the pressure off of him because of his daddy. His daddy is my son this, my son better than Steph Curry. My son is this. My son is gonna resurrect the life. Man, let me finish. Back up. Hold on. My son this, my son that. And you know what? His son ain't doing what his daddy said he was gonna do. So what y'all do is y'all blame it on his daddy. No, he in the NBA. His daddy been writing checks for him since he was a peewee, since he was youth league, middle school. He in high school in Chino Hills busting ass. His daddy, yeah, my boy, stand up, my boy doing this. So now when we're in the NBA, we want to say, oh yeah, the reason why everybody going at him because his daddy. Hey, look, he's 19 years old. Guess who else 19? Jason Taylor. Guess who else was 19 and done niggas like drugs? Devin Booker.
Pause.
Kyrie Irving.
Pause.
What do you mean, pause?
No,
this boy
they did not have the hype man like his dad.
What his daddy got to do with it?
His dad.
What his daddy got? Only thing his daddy do is make people get up for him more, to play him more. So what he should do in response to that is bust them niggas' ass and try to bust his ass. That's him.
But when his talent is
That's
there,
him.
what's his dad doing? His dad's hyping him up. His dad's saying it.
Okay.
He's now putting his son in a
I
position
want my dad to
where,
put me on a pedestal, and then I'm gonna show him what you put me on.
and then what happens if you can't reach it?
Well, if you can't reach it, then that's you. That's not your dad.
How? When he said coming straight out, said coming straight out the league, he was better than Steph. Do you believe that?
Huh?
Did you believe that?
I didn't believe it.
All right then.
Okay.
But his dad's dumbass said it.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Lonzo got to write that, regardless of what his daddy say or nothing. It's Lonzo that's doing it.
But
his daddy don't ball. His daddy don't ball.
That's
Okay.
why how can you be the big baller brand when you can't ball?
Daddy making moves,
Anyway,
man. His daddy making moves, man.
Money moves,
His daddy, money moves. His daddy don't play for him, bro. He got to do it.
I'll let you know this now. Their whole family is going to be.
Let me ask you something. It's
going to be a big family.
Was it his daddy's fault when De'Aaron Fox bust his ass in the Final Four? Was it? Well, not the Final Four, but
I loved watching that happen.
No, was it his fault? Was it LeVar Ball's fault? Playing spades now. Was it LeVar Ball's fault? Answer the question, man. I'm just saying, a lot of people blaming this stuff on LeVar Ball.
I'm not blaming.
LeVar Ball is writing. Hey, look, Serena daddy wrote checks that she can't, but she cashed them. Tiger daddy, Tiger Woods, hey, he wrote them checks, but he cashed them. I'm just saying, man.
No.
Could you see,
a certain
did you
extent.
see that Wilder fight?
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
You see the fight?
I saw the highlights.
That boy was talking so much stuff before the fight. I'm talking about the dude he fought. I can't think of his name. Like a
Wilder beat the brakes
He got
off
up. He said, "Boy, I'm gonna be on your ass, boy. I'm gonna be on your ass." It wasn't his daddy writing them checks, Mike. It was him writing them checks. But guess what? He didn't cash it. But at the end of the day, he was writing checks. But guess who did cash it? Deontay Wilder. Now, if Deontay Wilder's daddy was writing them same checks and he cashed it, then what? At the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. Fuck what the hype man talking about. You still got to do what you got to do. Y'all letting them off the hook, man.
I ain't letting them off the hook.
Yeah, y'all letting them off the hook.
But who would you rather have on your team as of right now?
Who?
Lonzo or Fultz?
I'd rather have Fultz because you know why? Because the only
dude gets 15 minutes a game, can't score a damn bucket.
The only thing I would give you about Fultz, that free throw shot it's bad.
First of all, his free throw is almost identical to his ugly ass jumper.
No, it's like
break down. No, I'm being serious.
It's like when he don't gotta think about it. It's like he go up different, but it's like when he had this free throw line. It's like he shooting like something ain't right.
Break down his jumper. His jumper is. And when a lot of people say your jumper is mechanical, they mean like its form is it's good. Yeah. His body mechanical. I mean, he looks like a damn robot. He's so stiff.
But you know why I would rather have Fultz. You know why I would rather have Fultz? Because at the end of the day, Fultz do at least show me aggression. He do show me that he will at least attack the basket and try to draw contact.
He shows you.
Lonzo Ball haven't even been to, I could count on two hands how many times he done been to the free throw line all year. I haven't seen a mid-range. I haven't seen a floater. I haven't seen no type of in-between game. All I done seen him do was take that whack-ass three-point shot. And then go to the basket where the trees at and throw up some shit that I would throw up.
I got two final things I gotta say on
that. Yeah, man, let's wrap this up because Lonzo ain't worth it. Sorry. He ain't worth it.
False. You're right. He is showing aggression.
Right.
When he's picking up those damn towels and filling up the Gatorade bottles on the damn bench.
All right, man, we'll see.
Then Ball. You're right. It is the big baller brand from now. Triple B. Next is going to be the Triple B Big Bus brand. Just to emphasize that about.
All right.
Just to emphasize that. So we call it the Big Bus brand in about a year or two.
Alright. Hey look man, this gonna be like a little segment right here.
Right.
Talk a little early MVP. You got a lot of stuff going on right now. You got Giannis going dumb. You got Anthony Davis being overlooked.
You got Porzingis going.
You got
crazy.
Porzingis going goddamn European unicorn on
shit right now.
Who?
I got Giannis.
You got Giannis?
I got Giannis.
You got Giannis?
I got Giannis.
I got Kyrie.
I'm gonna go with Giannis, man.
You got Giannis?
Giannis.
You got Giannis?
I've been watching him.
Yeah.
This dude is
that boy.
He's 7 foot point guard.
That boy a freak, man. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I discovered him 2 years before he came in the NBA.
Listen, I found about him before when he got in the NBA.
I used to play 2K all the time, and like I would always do my 2K shell.
Yeah.
And I'm a research type of person. I dive deep into it. So when I would play my 2K shell, and my second season I would draft the rookies.
Yeah.
And once you download the rookies come up.
Yeah.
It would always be this long ass name. Look like somebody just touched the keyboard and all these numbers come up.
And you can't pronounce.
So I thought it was fake. I thought it was a fake person. You know what I'm saying? So I typed in the name. You know what I'm saying? Jan Antetokounmpo, and then this skinny dude with a peasy ass head come up. You know what I'm saying? And then for real, you got it on the YouTube. And he in this gym where it looked like it's like Prince Edward High School gym.
Yeah.
So like it's not even a real gym. It looked like he playing against these little dudes. But he finessing on them though. I mean, he's 16 years old showing point guard skills at 6'10" height.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, who is this dude? So I follow him. And then Fran Fraschilla, you know, he introduced him a little bit introduced us to him, you know what I mean? Talking about him throughout the draft process. But yeah, man, I'm going with Kyrie though. I mean, he don't got the numbers right now. I'm not quite sure what he averaging, but I'm just going right off impact. 13-2, his best player get hurt. You know, his team is winning. He got his best 2 players, a rookie and a second-year player. He's showing the ability to lead when everybody thought that he needed Bron, and without Bron that he would be nothing because in his first 3 years, you know, he was a loser record. Not taking into account that he was a baby. His team was a baby. He was doing what he was supposed to do, making an all-star team, winning 3-point contests.
Right.
You know, put Brandon Knight on skates in the rookie versus sophomore game. Yeah, nobody never forget that. Individually, Kyrie always been doing what he you know what I mean, was supposed to do.
For sure.
His team wasn't winning, but
so is Giannis.
Yeah.
Giannis, as soon as he came in the league, made an impact. His numbers weren't as high.
Right.
But that's because he was surrounded by a bunch of nobody.
Right.
And he didn't start off as having the ball all the time at point, but they made the smartest move by doing that.
He ain't a point.
He's not a point, but he is a point
forward.
I'm so fucking Magic.
It's a different. So what? Magic.
Magic played all 5 positions.
But he was a point guard.
Kiss my ass.
He was a point guard.
Is Ben Simmons a point forward?
Ben Simmons is a point guard.
Kiss my ass.
He's a point guard.
Kiss my ass.
And Philly made the mistake for drafting folks. They should have got Tatum. They didn't know what they had.
First of all,
they didn't know that Ben Simmons was a point guard.
We gotta stop this.
I'm just saying.
On that for
I'm just saying. Ben Simmons is a point guard. I was one of the first people to say the only way that Ben Simmons would ever work on the 76ers. This is before he was even drafted. I said the only reason he would ever work on the Sixers if they put him at point guard. Reason being, he's a floor general that can't shoot. Meaning if he's a wing, he does you no good. The NBA is a pick and roll league. You put somebody in pick and roll, he stand in the corner, he missed a 3-pointer. He can't shoot. Can he shoot?
And no, he can't shoot. That's why I doubted him. And I did say this. I will go on air right here, right now, and say this. I was wrong, and you were right. I doubted Ben Simmons.
I don't care about you being wrong. Just look at that camera and admit I was right.
I doubted Ben Simmons. I said he ain't have a jumper. He can't shoot threes. And I doubted everything there was about Ben Simmons. I thought it was all hype. And you know what?
What about Embiid? Admit that too.
I wasn't wrong about Embiid. I said I liked Embiid. No. When you showed me that thing about his numbers, when they broke down his minutes, when he did play to what he did,
right?
I even told you right then and there at work, I was wrong. Right. I told you that.
Oh my bad.
You know, I did. Like I said, I'm a man enough to say when I'm wrong. I am man enough to say that.
Tell me that so much, man. I forget when we talking about.
Yeah, whatever. There was a topic the other day, and this has been that I was reading up on. Is LeBron the GOAT?
Oh my God.
is LeBron the GOAT? Can you say that with the? Can you say LeBron is the GOAT with a straight face?
This question shouldn't have. It couldn't have come at a better time, man. What you think?
I don't think he's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I think it's okay for people to think he's the GOAT.
Right.
You know, because I respect other people's opinions.
So
I don't think he's the GOAT.
We respect other people's opinion, but we gotta say to a certain extent.
Bash people.
Like, what if I said that Sean Bradley was the GOAT? You wouldn't respect that. You wouldn't respect that at all.
That's your opinion, but I wouldn't agree with it.
See, I think, and this is true, numbers do not lie. Numbers don't lie. And I wrote this up on the board. Everybody, when they compare the GOAT, they always compare Michael. Michael went 6-0.
6-0.
6-0 in the finals.
Say it with your chest.
And out of those 6 times, there were 3 peats separated. Right?
3 peats. This man stopped playing basketball, so you know what? I'm bored.
No, he did it because of his dad.
But I'm saying I'm bored.
But and what happened in those finals? Not one of them went to a game 7. Not one.
You know
So you tell me he went 6-0 in the finals.
You know what?
Not once a game 7. Not once. He has 5 MVPs. So I'm sorry, he has 5 MVPs.
Right.
He's got, it's either 4 or 5, one of the two. He's got, hell, I think he's got 6 finals MVPs.
Who?
Michael.
For sure. For sure.
He's a, 2-time Olympic champion because he won it once in college and he won it once with the Dream Team.
For sure.
He's what? So, hold on, I ain't done with this because I'm heated about
damn
this.
it, get him.
He's also, yes, he won later on in his career, but he was smart. He took the pay cuts because he knew his endorsements would carry him, his shoes would carry him, his movies, commercials, everything would carry him financially to build a damn team around him. So what did he do? He went out and got Scottie Pippen, great defender, he can shoot, and he was physical.
Jordan went out and did that?
No, he did not. But by taking that pay cut, what did that do? Made cap room, right? You tell me right now that if Jordan does what all these other players do right now, and that is take the max contract he can get, he'd be getting the highest contract in the fucking league right now.
That's a different type of money these days.
But you know what I mean? It's just that. But it's 6-0 in the damn finals.
Yeah.
I get it.
undisputed.
LeBron has gone 8 times. And out of those 8 times, he's gone 7 in a row. I get it. But that's just me. I can go on this for hours.
I don't know. Once again, about to go on a little rant. Camera on, mask off, mask on, all that. Ball cap, small lap, ball tap, Randy Sapp. I got a jab, hit him in his nab. Better call a cab. I'm about to dab. LeBron ain't nothing, man. Hey, nah. LeBron is a great player. He is a great player. He has led this generation. He is the leader of this generation. He's a physical specimen. He's a beast. The only place that me and LeBron fans go separate ways, they go this way and I go this way, is GOAT talk. When we talk about how great, if you could sit here with a straight face and say that LeBron isn't great, say that he isn't like the leader of this school, your brain is on drugs. And I mean, not typical drugs, like a different type of drugs. But to say that he's the GOAT, to take away everything that Michael Jordan has laid down, to take away everything that Kobe Bryant has done, to take away stuff that it's a bunch of players in history to me that have accomplished way more than LeBron has accomplished, statistically, individually, team-wise. I mean, everything. I mean, let's just take away some of his faults to kind of nitpick, to take away from his greatness, to take away from the GOAT talk. Number one, bro, you've been to like 8 finals and only won 3. Like that in itself takes you, unless you change the narrative and reel off 2 straight against Golden State the next 2 years. I mean, don't get me wrong, you got ability to change the narrative.
Still 5 and 10.
You can't. Well, I mean, have Jordan ever beat a team like Golden State?
No, but Jordan also won.
Have you ever beat a
going to Game 7? Like I said.
If you beat Golden State twice, I give it to him. I just don't think it's possible.
I still
if he would have beat Golden State twice, you don't think?
No, I still won't. I'm sorry. And it ain't even because of this, it's because...
What do you think if LeBron would have beat Golden State twice? Like, just beat him twice?
That would have been something to see, man.
No, I'm talking about now.
Right now.
Like, let's say he beat him this year and then beat him next year. Do you think he even got ability to change the narrative?
Oh, no, man.
I think he has the ability if he beat Golden State twice, but I just don't think he's gonna do it.
We can actually have an argument there.
Yeah, we can. That's what I'm saying. But
to still put him as the GOAT?
It depends on in the fashion that he do it. Like if he put his team on his back and bully ball and beat them boys down, and ain't nothing they can do about it. And he
drops 81 himself.
Well, if he drops 40 throughout the whole, if he drops a triple double with 40 points throughout the whole finals in a Herculean effort and beat Golden State twice in a row, and you seeing it with your own eyes the way he do it, you can't help but admit what you don't want to admit. I'm not a hater. I'm just keeping it real. I saw the boy quit on Boston. I saw him playing Boston. He was in the Eastern Conference semifinals, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it was the Eastern Conference Finals.
Well, all right, He was in the Eastern Conference Finals. I seen him quit on Boston. I literally seen him fumble the ball off his leg 2 or 3 times. Had a look on his face like I don't want to be here. You know what quit looks like. I seen the Spurs beat him by a record margin. They beat him by 20 points a game in 5 games. Jordan would have never lost to those Spurs, let alone by 20 points in 5 games. Jordan would have never got swept by no Spurs. Jordan would have even got swept by Golden State. Golden State probably would have beat Jordan, but they would have had hell doing it. But Jordan damn sure wouldn't have lost to no Mavericks team. The Mavericks?
Yeah, that was
with Dirk and a bunch of role players.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Beat up, washed up Jason Kidd.
And Jason Terry.
Deshaun Stevenson. Jason Terry. Tyson Chandler, who can't do nothing but defend. Brandon Hayward, who can't do nothing. Dallas Mavericks, who settled and beat him with a 2-3 zone. Man, Jordan would have destroyed it. He would have destroyed it. I'm sorry, there's no coming back. You lose to the Mavericks. You lose to the Mavericks. And believe me, I liked the Mavericks at the time, so you can't tell me that team was on his historic run. Don't get me wrong. They overachieved. But you can't lose to the Mavericks and be called the GOAT. You can't get swept by the Spurs and be called the GOAT. You can't do it. You just can't do it. You can't lose to Dwight Howard in the playoffs and be called the GOAT. You just can't. I'm sorry. Case closed. Jordan is the GOAT. He had Pippen and a bunch of role players. You can talk about how similar that team was all you want. I mean, they were role players. Kukoc was a role player. Kerr was a role player. They give Rodman all his credit. All he could do was rebound. He was a role player. Okay? Luke, okay, he was a role player. You give me another superstar. You give me another max player.
He's a Hall of Fame role player? Okay.
Yeah, he is a Hall of Fame role player. He rebounded. Give me, huh?
No, that's a topic for another day.
That's a topic. Okay, well, whatever. Whatever, all right. But that's my rant. Sports-based radio. Shout out to Deezy, came through.
Hey man, it's all love, man. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to my boy Boudah. Shout out to the man behind the man. Shout out to the other man with the camera. Sports-based radio. We doing big things out of here. Shout out to Farmville, Virginia. Shout out to Buckingham, Cumberland, Nottoway. Shout out to Nina Ross. Shout out to T Nice. Shout out to BB and Family and T. Shout out to everybody I know. Shout out to everybody who I ain't say. But this sports-based radio. Shout out to Highly Debatable. Shout out to Two Wrongs. We in here. Shout out to everything. Shout out to sports. Shout out to hip-hop. We in here. And we gone. Sports-based.
Away, 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 I've been all around the world and I've been looking for you, searching. You deserve it cause you're perfect. Baby, baby, yeah, you're perfect. Gotta compliment your tits, all that ass of how you